Hi, welcome back. I'm Zen, and in this video it is part 3 of Emmet, where we will be looking at numbering and grouping of elements. So in the previous video we did sort of like a parent-child relationship, and just to remind you, that was something like section dot b1 greater than section dot b2. Okay, and that is totally plausible what you may want to do. The thing is, there are many times when you want to have multiple children. So you could do, for example, section dot b1 greater than section dot b2 plus section dot b3 plus section dot b4, and that would all work. But the question is there a quicker way of doing that? And in reality, you know, a common use of this will be for the unordered list with the list items, because you're going to want to have multiple list items, and you don't want to keep doing that. Okay, so is there a way of doing it? And you can. It's not really the grouping bit, it's the multiplication part, but we'll get to the grouping while we need grouping in a moment. So what you can do UL greater than LI times the number of times you want the LI to appear. So like say 6 times. There we have it. Okay. And people say, well, that's great, that's really useful. Especially since often you're going to want to have your list items that have the same class. So again, UL class B1 greater than LI for class of B2 times 6. And that looks great. But then we have a problem, because when do we use this sort of format? We use it in, obviously, when we need lists. But the most common use of those lists in HTML happens to be navigation bars. And in the navigation bar, we also need to have the anchor tag in with it as well. And so this is when we hit a slight snag, because if we do UL dot B1 greater than LI dot B2 greater than A dot B3 times that by 6, well, this multiply is only going to apply to the A tag. Okay, and I've just lost Emmet. There you go. So I'll just put the 6 back there. As you can see, I've got 1 list item and 6 hyperlinks. That's not what I want. Okay. Control Z, by the way, will just completely undo it for you. What we actually want is to have the LI and the A replicated 6 times. And literally all you need to do is to use normal brackets, or brackets, parentheses, around them. Okay, so look at it. That's the unordered list tag. Here is my list item and my anchor tag. Okay, they're inside the parentheses, times it by 6, just delete, put that back in, and we get exactly what we want. Now, admittedly, formatting's not perfect. You know, I personally prefer it like that, and you know, but if this is all you've got to complain about, that you want to format it so it's prettier to look at, then you're having a good day. Okay. So that's a really nice way of using the grouping. So we use grouping and multiplication there at the same time. However, we may have a situation where we want our classes to be different. And that, because we're trying to keep these to under 5 minutes, is in the next video. So come in for Emmet version 4 to find the solution to that. Hopefully you found this useful. As usual, like, dislike, subscribe, regardless, give me a comment. I feel lonely. And I'll see you in the next video. This is Zen, signing out.